What's up all you clashers, this is Kaz and welcome to Kaz Gaming. So I wanted to contemplate what is actually the best talent for Michael. Okay, so yesterday I posted a video of me rolling talents for Michael and I ran into a problem right away between Tenacity and Corrode. Now I decided to keep the Tenacity and I actually gave that level 4, Corrode away because I figured if I'm gonna change out something like Tenacity, which is one of the best talents that Michael can have, if you ask me, that's my opinion. It should be a level 5 Corrode if I'm gonna do that. So just a quick update here. I went ahead and I gave that level 4 Corrode to my Revenant. Why? Because, well, he's usually in the front battle. Up front, he's a melee attack hero, so he'll be taking damage and he'll put that Corrode to use. Which is one of the reasons why I'm actually considering Michael for the Corrode talent, because, well, he is a tank, right? He's going to be in front taking the most damage, so he'll be spreading that out. So some of the other talents that have been talked about for Michael, or that you'll see probably on YouTube, is Stone Skin or Flame Guard, something to that regard, because the strength of Michael is absolutely in his defense. You don't have to worry about putting something like War God or Bulwark, although Bulwark would give you hit points. It's mainly for the attack damage, and you really don't need that because the attack strength for Michael comes from the Archangel. Now, one thing that was brought to my attention with Corrode not being so good, someone had put in a comment about how the deflect from Michael would give energy. So I thought I would test that out here real quick for you guys. We can hop in to some battles here in the Lost Realms and see if we can't see that happening. So this looks like a good test for that. We'll hop in here real quick. So we want to see if the deflection is actually giving energy. And to me, it doesn't really look like it. That Cupid and the Green Reaper took a while to get to 100%. It is a little hard to tell because you aren't sure if they're really hitting Michael or they're hitting the Archangel. You can try again, that's about the same amount of guys. So you can see that the Cupid is taking damage from the reflect. But I don't see the Cupid gaining too much energy from it. We will try that. Just a few more battles here. So what you want to look for is someone who's actually taking damage from the deflect and see if they're gaining any more energy than they should be. A little hard to tell on that one. And this is a good test here. So same one, let's watch that Cupid in the corner there, that 140. So obviously taking damage, but the energy is not going up any more than it should. So I think that settles the answer right there. I really don't think the deflect is allowing the opponent to gain any more energy. Still making Corrode a very viable option as a talent. think this is probably the only one that Michael can't defeat because of the 2 Pumpkin Dukes. But there you go again, the Spirit Mage, not really... Wow, never mind. Michael is such a beast. Oh, that's funny. So yeah, that is, I would say that's a pretty successful test, and I don't think those heroes are gaining energy off the deflect damage. Now, another thing that was brought up as a good talent was Flame Guard. But I did some research on that, and the reason why I don't want to use Flame Guard is because it does not stack with the deflect. And I'll bring up the wiki here. And I've already got it on Flame Guard, and you can see this note right here. It says that the damage does not stack with heroes causing damage deflection. And that would definitely be the skill that Michael uses. I've also seen a video posted by, oh shucks, I forget his name, Ghost something? My bad, guy. I will put that in the, I will put that in the description when I get his name. I gotta give him credit. So he had a video out. I will put his name in the description. It's Ghost something. I apologize for that. Anyhow, he posted a video with Flame Guard, definitely proving that point that it does not stack. So pretty much what was happening to him, oh, I disconnected. Pretty much what was happening to him is the Flame Guard was working whenever the deflect from Michael wasn't working. So he had like a 25% deflect, and then when Michael procced, he had the 75% deflect. So he did not have 100% deflect when Michael was proccing. As for Stone Skin, it was hard for me to find any information or videos on Stone Skin as comparing it to Tenacity. Now, something like Stone Skin, it has Stone Skin on them. Now, an 8 of 8 Stone Skin versus like an 8 of 8 Tenacity, they both, I think, would be really good. Basically, you would think that a Stone Skin would be better as far as survivability, and it actually would be. An 8 of 8 Stone Skin would give you 65% damage reduction, whereas the 8 of 8 Tenacity would only double your hit points. So in rough calculations, the damage reduction would kind of be better. But then that really doesn't take full advantage of what Michael brings to the table, does it? Because of the 75% deflect damage, and this is just a theory, like I said, I couldn't find much on Stone Skin. There is one vague video that I found, and I won't say anything about it because it wasn't a very good video. It didn't highlight the skill set or the talent itself very well. It didn't really show me any more damage deflection that I've already seen in Lost Realms, so I really couldn't compare it to what I've already seen. Now, my theory on this is, I'm getting sidetracked here. Let me go back to the original thought. Now, Michael's skill, 75% damage deflection, right? So it is my theory, and you guys, I don't know if someone wants to go ahead and test this for me, or even if you know. A stone skin is going to reduce the damage taken. So the theory is that's going to reduce how much deflective damage is radiated back onto that opponent. That just makes sense, right? If you're doing just rough calculation again here, if you're doing 100 points of damage and I'm taking 25% less than that, then I'm only receiving 75 damage. Now I'm going to reflect 75% of that damage back onto you, right? So you see how that works? So now you're only going to be getting, I don't know what it is, 60 something damage. Whereas if I didn't have stone skin and you were hitting me for 100 hit points, then I would be reflecting, of course, 75 hit points back onto you. Therefore, in theory, in my mind, when I think about it, tenacity would definitely be better than stone skin because of the damage reflection. But it all depends on what you want. Like I said, I do believe that stone skin is a higher survivability because you're taking less damage. So that really so for me, that really narrows things down to either the tenacity, which I already have, or a 5/5 corrode. And the reason why I keep putting corrode up there is, like I said, because he's a tank, and also because my focus is Guild Wars. Guild Wars is the focus. We've all seen many very successful Skull Knights in Guild Wars with corrode. So that's what is enticing me to go in that direction. The other thing I'm concerned about with tenacity is, okay, it's going to double my hit points. We're looking at 750 to 800,000 hit points at this level. The question is, do you really need that? Right? Is that much hit points an overkill for Michael? We've all seen how hard he is to kill already. I've already used him without the 8 of 8 tenacity, obviously. I've already been using him in Guild Wars very successfully without that. So the question is, do you really need that? So I am running him with a level 4 life drain. And the artifact I normally run with him is the Blitz Scroll when I am doing Guild Wars. So there's no extra hit point gain from Goblet of Life. And the hero I run is, of course, Celestine. So once again, it's to drop the buff from Skull Knight if I face a Skull Knight. So this is how I have been running him. Of course, I just got this 5 of 8. So I didn't even have the 5 of 8 when I was doing Guild Wars. And we can actually put some of that to the test here. Maybe we can check out one of these dungeons. Expert Dungeon 4. And let's go Michael by himself. So we got a boss there. Arrow towers. And you can see he's basically taking no damage whatsoever. He will wipe this base by himself. Right? We don't have to watch that. I don't care. How high can he go by himself? Let's see. Oh, I didn't even 3-flame that one. Let's try that one. Michael by himself. So that was no joke. Okay, so Expert 5 took him out. But you see how much damage those towers were doing. I don't think an 8 of 8 Tenacity would have helped at all. Right? That's the point I'm trying to make there. Is would an 8 of 8 Tenacity actually helped in that sense? Because he was being stunned, so he couldn't have used the life drain that was on him. Those type of things all come into play. I wonder if I can take that with my team. We'll put the whole team out there. Oh, no, Michael's dead now. That's right. Never mind. Okay, so that really leaves just the 2 talents to choose from. Considering all that I have said. Tenacity versus Corrode. And mind you, the focus is Guild Wars. So you really have to ask yourself, do you think it's worth it to have all that hit points, or is it basically an overkill and he would be better served with something like Corrode? You know, what is going to be the most effective talent for Michael? Alright guys, so that's going to just about do it for this video. In closing, I would have to say that I'm very inclined to try Corrode. I think because of what I stated earlier, that I've already been through several Guild Wars without that such a high hit point, and I was very successful with it, that I think Corrode would definitely serve me better. So I'll probably be doing another talent rolling video to try and get that 505 Corrode. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe. Right on, this is Kaz, signing out.